A 63-year-old woman in Arizona told the wrong person one piece of information about her retirement. She lost $87,000 in 6 weeks. I'm going to show you the 5 things she said that made her a target, and why you might be saying them right now without realizing it. Now, before you think I'm being paranoid, I'm not. I've spent 40 years watching this happen. Predators, scammers, and even well-meaning family members drain retirement accounts. I'm going to give you the exact phrases to avoid and what to say instead. Quick legal note: I'm not a financial advisor. This is educational content only, but what I'm about to show you could save you decades of savings. Here's what Wall Street doesn't tell you. The wealthy have a golden rule. NEVE are discuss money. But here's the thing. Nobody teaches regular people like us this rule. We're taught to be polite, share with family, trust our neighbors. Meanwhile, the 1% are laughing all the way to their offshore accounts. While we're getting picked apart like prey, let me give you some numbers. Elder financial abuse costs. Americans over $3 billion every single year. That's billion with a B. And retirees are uniquely vulnerable. Why? Because your assets are visible. You own a home. You've got a pension or Social Security coming in. You've stopped working, so you're around more. Scammers know this. Predators know this. Even your own family knows this. The wealthy hide their wealth. The middle class advertises it without knowing. That's the difference. And today, I'm going to teach you how to think like the wealthy, because silence isn't rude. Silence is your wealth shield. All right, let's get into the 5 things you should never tell anyone. Starting with number 1, your account balances. Never reveal your total retirement savings. Never reveal your 401k balance, not to neighbors, not to friends at church, and honestly, not even to certain family members. Here's why this is so dangerous. When you tell someone you have $400,000 in your IRA, you've just done something. You painted a target on your back. Scammers don't need your account number. They just need to know you're worth hunting. Let me tell you how this plays out in real life. You're at a barbecue. Someone asks how retirement's treating you. You say, great. We saved up about $500,000. Feels good to share, right? Wrong. Now here's the kicker. That innocent conversation at church, it's being filed away. 2 months later, that same person needs a loan. They come to you because they know you have it. And when you say no, suddenly you're the bad guy. Suddenly you're greedy, or worse, that information gets passed along to a nephew who's struggling, to a financial advisor who smells commission, to a scammer who targets retirees in your zip code. You think I'm exaggerating? I've seen this pattern 100 times. Secret number 2. Never disclose your pension amount. Never disclose Social Security payments. Never disclose withdrawal dates. This one is critical because scammers time their attacks around when you have cash. Think about it. Someone knows you get $3,200 deposited on the 3rd of every month. They know exactly when to strike. The fake IRS calls, they come right after deposit day. The grandson in trouble scams, same timing. But it's not just scammers. Family members calculate what they think is their fair share of your money. I've seen adult children literally budget their lives around this, around what they think mom and dad can afford to give them, because mom mentioned she gets $4,000 a month. So what do you say instead? When someone asks how much you get from Social Security, here's your script. We're fortunate to be comfortable, period. No numbers, ever. Or you can say, it's private. You don't owe anyone an explanation. Here's another way to think about it. Banks know everything about you. Your income, your debts, your spending habits. But try asking them about their quarterly profits. Suddenly, it's proprietary information. See how? That works? The system demands transparency from you, but gives you none in return. So stop playing their game. All right. Secret number 3. Never discuss medical expenses or insurance gaps. This is where predators really go to work. The moment you mention you're worried about Medicare gaps, vultures circle, fake insurance agents, helpful neighbors, selling you junk policies for $300 a month, cold callers with limited time offers on supplemental coverage. But here's the thing you need to understand. These people are professional listeners. You mention you had a hospital bill for $8,000. They hear something different. This person has $8,000 liquid and is scared. Now you're getting targeted ads, robocalls, mailers about special Medicare Advantage plans. And it's not just strangers. Adult children hear you're spending money on healthcare. Suddenly they're pressuring you. Don't waste your money on that. We need help with the mortgage. They're literally competing with your own health for your money. Insane. So here's what you do. When someone asks about your medical costs, you say this: we're managing it with our doctor. That's it. No dollar amounts. No details about what's covered or what's not. Now here's what they don't want you to know. Politicians retire with 174,000 pensions, plus insider trading gains that would land you in prison. You get means tested. You get nickel and dimed on every Medicare claim. The system is rigged, but you can protect yourself by keeping your mouth shut. Secret number 4 is the one that tears families apart. Never reveal your will. Never reveal your beneficiaries. Never reveal your estate value. I know this sounds harsh, but family warfare begins before you die. The moment you tell your kids who's getting what, the manipulation starts. Let me tell you a real story. A 71-year-old man in Florida told his daughter something. She was getting $200,000 in his will. She quit her job, racked up debt on credit cards, bought a new car. Then Dad remarried and changed his mind about the inheritance. Guess what happened? She sued him. He's now broke from legal fees, and they haven't spoken in 5 years. Here's the brutal truth. The moment you tell someone what they're inheriting, you lose all leverage. They start treating that money like it's already theirs. And if you change your mind for any reason, you're the villain. But it gets worse. Con artists pose as estate planners. They call you up. We noticed you own property in this county. Have you updated your will? You mention you've got $500,000 to leave behind. Now they're selling you overpriced trusts, legal packages you don't need. And don't even get me started on the power of attorney trap. Giving someone POA is necessary sometimes. But I've seen cases where the person with power of attorney drained accounts before the person even died. And it's legal because they had authority. So here's your rule. Estate plans stay between you and your attorney. Not your kids. Not your siblings. Nobody. When someone asks, you say this: our affairs are in order with our attorney. That's the only answer they get. And the 5th thing you should never tell anyone: your travel plans. When your house is empty, this sounds obvious. But retirees are the worst at this. You post on Facebook, off to Europe for 3 weeks. You tell the mail carrier you'll be gone. You mention it at the grocery store. Then you come home to cleaned out jewelry boxes, missing electronics, sometimes entire safes ripped out of the wall. Because here's what happens. Burglars cross-reference your vacation posts with your "I'm so blessed with" retirement posts. They know you've got money. They know you're gone. They know exactly when to hit your house. And it's not just random criminals. Sometimes it's people you know. the neighbor's kid who mows your lawn, the handyman you hired. Last year, someone who knows your routines and saw your travel post. So what do you do instead? Simple. Post your vacation photos after you get back. Tell only one trusted person you're traveling, someone who can check on your house. Never announce your plans publicly. Now here's what I really want you to understand. These 5 secrets aren't random. They're all about one thing: information control. The system is designed to extract information from you. Banks want to know your net worth. The IRS wants to know your income. Hospitals want to know your insurance. Even your own family wants to know what you're worth. But you have one weapon they can't take: silence. And silence is the most valuable asset you own in retirement. Because every piece of information you give away is a piece of leverage you lose. Every number you share is a target you paint. Every detail you reveal is a vulnerability someone can exploit. So here's your action plan, and I want you to do this today. Step 1. Go to your social media right now. Delete any post mentioning money. Delete posts about travel dates. Delete posts about health issues from the past year. Seriously, do it as soon as this video ends. Step 2. Memorize these 3 phrases. When someone asks what you're worth, say this: "We planned carefully and feel secure." When they ask about your will, say this: "Our affairs are in order with our attorney." When they ask about your income, say this: "We're comfortable. Thanks for asking." Notice something? You're not lying. You're not being rude. You're just being private. There's a big difference. But here's the thing most people miss. You can't just shut down conversations. You need replacement scripts. Because if you just say none of your business, people get offended. They push harder. They talk about you behind your back. But if you give them a polite non-answer, they usually drop it. And if they don't drop it, if they keep pushing, that tells you everything you need to know about their intentions. Step 3. Do a digital privacy audit. Check your Facebook, Instagram, anywhere you post. Are you sharing locations, check-in times, photos of your house number or car? All of that is intelligence for criminals. Step 4. Consider a credit freeze. If you're not applying for new credit, freeze your reports. It's free. And it stops identity thieves cold. Step 5. Review who has power of attorney over your accounts. Is it someone you trust completely? Someone who's financially stable themselves? Because someone who's broke is a lot more tempted to borrow from your account. Look, I know this video made you uncomfortable. Good. Comfort is what costs retirees $3 billion a year. But you're still here, which means you're smarter than 95% of people your age. And that's why I make these videos. For the 5% who refuse to be victims. Now here's the final kicker. Everything I just taught you, the financial industry hates that you know this. Because informed retirees don't buy their garbage products. They don't fall for their fear tactics. They don't get fleeced by their 2% management fees. Next week, I'm exposing the 3 retirement products your broker is pushing. Products that will destroy your nest egg. You're going to be shocked. One of them is probably in YOUR portfolio. Right now, if this video helped you, do me a favor. Share it with one retiree you care about. We protect each other, because nobody else will. I'm the Old Investor, and I'll see you in the next one.